Hello, my renegades. Welcome back to Rogue Radio. My name is Sarah Jane. How are you guys? It has been way too long. At least for me, anyway. I feel like if I end up falling off the face of the earth for a while, I end up doing it for a long time, but then I'm like, oh, it's only been a couple months since I, did something on my YouTube channel. But explanation, I have posted a little explanation while I failed to make a protein shake on my YouTube channel, but anybody who isn't on YouTube, basically, I am trying my best to just find a good place to just, record my stuff. Because right now I'm on Podcastle AI right now, as I'm recording this. So hopefully everything works the way it's supposed to after everything. If not, I just gotta keep trying. I don't have the best resources, I don't have the best computer, I don't have the best recording stuff. So please be patient with me. Anyways, let's just get right into the news or the things that I'd like to talk about. And forgive me for speaking a little bit more softly. The mic on my computer is very responsive, so I'm trying to keep my voice down so I don't hurt y'all's ears. So Trump won. Trump won, and I'm so happy. I am so happy. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I sound like a white bitch. I don't know what to say. I really don't. Listen, I've been trying to tell myself I need to choose love instead of violence. But listen, I'm fucking happy. I'm happy that I might just want to, smack somebody. I don't see how this could go wrong. But then again, I can't say that I'm right all the time either. But, we have proof of Trump's presidency before, and I was really satisfied, really happy about it, because we were all, everything was cheap, gas was cheap, groceries were cheap, everything was cheap. We were a self-reliant country again. We were able to just drill on our own land because we have our own oil, and we didn't have to deal with the Middle East and deal with their bullshit and all of that other stuff. And I love the fact that Trump is a man of God too. He's not a perfect man of God. Who the hell is a perfect man of God or woman of God? Please don't put a picture of a televangelist up, because I will go off. Shut up. Anyway. But I'm very happy. Me and my husband, Terrence, and his cousin, you might know her as Leash Capiche. She's been on the podcast for, I don't know, maybe a couple episodes. We need to do that again. Her and I have a lot of fun talking, but and then his best friend Phil, we all kind of sat and watched the election go down, and we were so upset at Georgia, because Georgia was taking so long. Oh my god, I don't even remember if it turned red. I think it did. I think Georgia turned red. But the only states that really turned blue were Colorado, California, and Washington. and Maine and some of the northeastern states, like towards that area, that, are always known to be more democratic. But I just, my husband, sometimes he'll like send me videos while I'm working, and sometimes, I forget about them, but like today I had decided to go ahead and watch one of them. And this one was like the meltdown reactions of all the celebrities that had reacted to like Trump being president. So Whoopi Goldberg, Billie Eilish, Miley Cyrus, who else? Taylor Swift, Cardi B. They all have said some bullshit about, Trump being president again. And all of them have threatened to leave the country. Well, we're still waiting. You said that in 2016. We're waiting for you trash pandits to leave. Okay? Please. Fucking leave. Your music stinks. Your opinions are shit. And I mean, honestly, if you want to suck somebody's butthole, go ahead and do that with Kamala Harris ass. Anyway, in other... Why am I so violent? I always choose violence. Especially with my words. I gotta stop that. I gotta stop that. But I, for one, am very happy, okay? Everything's gonna be much cheaper. Things are going to go down. Like, prices are gonna go down. I did hear someone say that, I don't know if it's actually true. I'm only going off of tidbits that come to mind. But, someone did say, like, if things have gone up, things must go down. And that might mean that the stock market may crash. Or at least the sales will go down on things. So I don't really know how the stock market works. But I just know that houses are going to be cheaper, and I want a house, and all of that. So that's going to happen. Me and my husband are going to get a house. And, yeah. That's pretty cool. But anyways, let's go back to the video that I was talking about. This video was talking about the meltdowns of the celebrities. Cardi B got really upset at Trump supporters that ended up replying to her Twitter account, like her Twitter... I'm not on Twitter. What the fuck do they call it? Oh yeah, they react to their tweet. They reacted to her tweet saying some stuff that she didn't like, and she ends up going on Instagram and posting a video like, y'all better shut the fuck up. I don't have no time for y'all today. Okay, I'm sorry, Cardi B. I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care. Okay? You can be, I don't even listen to her music. What the fuck? I can't stand her. I can't. What's with the and shit? Okay? I can't. What the fuck? This is the reason why I don't take Democrats seriously, because they do shit like Cardi B. And they want to be taken seriously when they talk politics. I just can't do it. I can't do it. You're gonna sound like a damn bird. Okay? When you talking to somebody on a talk show, I don't have no respect for you, okay? It has nothing to do with nobody's race. It's how you fucking act. It's your posture, man. And you want to pick a fight with everybody who is a Trump supporter and replies to your shit when you're the one who expressed your opinion in the first place. Everyone has an opinion, especially your listeners, so you better understand that they're the ones that are lining your pockets with money, and sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and maybe break a tooth on it, But anyway, I don't understand why. I mean, listen, celebrities are allowed to have an opinion. They're allowed to have beliefs in politics and shit like that. But when you go ahead and attack your followers because they don't have the same opinions as you, that's childish as fuck. It is. It's childish. It's bleh. Stop it. Get some help, okay? Like Michael Jordan would say, you know? I keep veering off the topic. Well, no, that was on topic. The other thing that I was gonna say that happened in this video is that this mother sits her children down, takes a fucking video. I don't understand why it is with TikTok moms or just moms in general that just want to post things on TikTok to, you know, raise awareness of things and shit like that. But this woman decides to sit her children down saying Kamala Harris did not win, Trump did, and these kids, I kid you not, are sitting in front of their mom literally having a panic attack because she's indoctrinated her kids so much to the point that they think that the world is going to end because Trump is in office now. These kids, I don't know how young they are. They sounded like they were at least 7, 8, 9 years old. They were young. They were young kids. And they were just hyperventilating. I'm just like, what the hell? Parents sometimes need to understand that their political views should not be pushed upon their young children because they're children. They're not going to see the same thing as you do most of the time because they're kids. Let them be kids, you know. But now we have drag queens reading to children and teaching them about masturbation in a circle in the library. Like, what? Can you not teach my kids how to do that? Because, you know, if I was the mom, one day I will be a mom, and I swear to God, I will be a scary mom, okay? Ain't nobody gonna teach my kids something that I did not allow, and I will go to jail. I promise you. I'm gonna be one of those moms. I can already see it. I'm gonna be one of those moms that's like, Mom, somebody hurt me at school. Like, okay, who the fuck is it? Where they at? Where's the address? What's their number? And who is it that I gotta beat up? I'm gonna be that overprotective mom. And then one day my kid's gonna just see me fighting another mom because they looked at my kid funny, and my kid's gonna be like, that's mom. What's your mom like? Jesus. No, but it's weird. It's a weird time, and that's one of the many reasons why I kind of just took a little vacation from podcasting, because for one, I've realized that, I mean, I keep realizing this. I know I've got a mouth on me, but it's gotten to the point where in my personal life, it can burn bridges with people that I love, and so I have to keep my mouth shut in certain areas in my personal life, because sometimes I'll just go all out and say things about one person, and I care about this person. I just don't like how certain people move in certain situations, and I'm just like, why can't they see it like I do? I guess it's a very, very tough, hard version of love, I guess. And not a lot of people receive it that way, and I understand that. So, I've kind of shut down after certain things that happened in my life personally. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna take a break. No one's really listening. No one's really understanding where I'm coming from. So I'm gonna let people just learn on their own. And it is not even just in family life, it's in the friends that come to me and they ask me advice, but I give them the advice and they do the other thing, and I'm just like, am I just a wall that you just decide to talk to and not actually listen to? But yeah, expressing myself to people can sometimes be received the wrong way. And I think that just comes from a place of not being heard most of my life. So I just make sure that I'm the strongest voice in the room so that everybody can hear me. And then that's when the fire starts sometimes, where it's like, Sarah, you didn't need to say it like that. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it the way it came out, But you can have the right passion, you can have the right timing, or not even the right timing, but you can still have the same, I don't know, you can have your heart in the right place, but your mouth is not, sort of thing, which I'm still trying to learn. So I've just kind of been listening to audiobooks and kind of like listening to how people handle their own situations in life. I had just finished listening to this audiobook called Tired as Fuck by Carolyn somebody. I don't even know. I'm so sorry. I'm not very good with names, but the title's great. Tired as Fuck. And a lot of it had to do with her eating habits, the author's eating habits, and how she was trying to strive for perfection in her own head and stuff like that. But there's a lot of things that she did try in her life that kind of resonated with me, how like she just didn't feel like people appreciated her the way she was, and not even her really appreciated herself either because of how she thought she had to be. So I understand where she's coming from in that aspect. She is a Democrat. Still love her. Still love her book. Her book is amazing. There's just some things that I just don't agree with when it comes to her views on like politically correctness and stuff like that. But it's still a good fucking read. It's great. Tired as fuck. It's great. But I've just been trying to learn how they speak and how they kind of perceive things in their life, and maybe I can learn to deal with the shit in my life and stuff like that. But another thing, like I said, with the lack of resources and the old computer that I have and stuff like that, I'm not going to get into anything too deep or too personal. When it comes to that, I'll just say, I'm living life, and there are needs that need to be met other than the podcast. So, and it does make me feel bad because I have this very small following, but I appreciate the following nonetheless. And I know they like what I say. I know that they like to listen to me. I know they like to see me and hear me react to things. And so yeah, I do feel bad when I lose a couple followers because I don't upload. And I feel like I have to, owe you guys something in order for you guys to stay. But when it comes to the limited resources, Anchor, the app that I had used, and all of the previous episodes that I had made all came from my phone. It was all my phone. Just everything was handheld, everything was great, everything was perfect. And then and I was getting monetized. It wasn't a lot. I even made a joke that, it was like Anchor pays for my dollar store snacks sometimes, But I just at some point they took the earnings away around 2023. So I wasn't making any money off of my podcasts, but I kept going because they had made a new rule that if you reach 1,000 followers, then you'll, get into the VIP club and dumb shit like that. And, you'd be considered to be monetized. So I guess they just couldn't afford, like, small users that weren't as consistent as other podcasters. They weren't able to support them financially and spend money on them or something like that. I wasn't really getting anything, to be honest. But there were times when I would just, like, wait and see how much, like, I could stack up on Anchor. And it took a few months just to get it to a dollar amount. But I was very, very excited because I was actually making money off of something that came from my own head. Like, this podcast came from my own vision. And it's not exactly as I would like it to be, but, I'm glad that my followers are here for my growth instead of, the pizzazz and the bells and whistles and all of that. One of these days I'll have that, but I don't right now. So I'm very, very happy that I have the following that I do, and that, they appreciate me for me and how much I try. But once the monetization, was taken away, I got really angry. I was like, why are you taking monetization away when it was absolutely nothing? I was getting like a certain amount of change for every listen an episode. And I was just like, that doesn't make any sense. So let me make the change. But then in the beginning of 2024, they said Anchor, or Spotify for podcasters, is now not going to have the recording studio on their app. And I'm like, well, what's it for then? Apparently it's just for stats now. And that really depressed me because I had to go out finding another resource, finding another way to push out episodes, and that's very stressful because I like things that are not very complicated. And Anchor wasn't complicated. They had partnered with Riverside, and I tried Riverside. It sucks. It sucks so bad. But here I am on Podcastle AI now, and it's not sponsored, but honestly, sponsor me, please. And the next reason is just because of how much life has thrown at me lately. I'm not just a podcaster. I'm a wife. I'm a babysitter. I am an aunt. I'm a recovery coach. I work a lot. I commute all the time, back and forth from home to work, from my family's home to my home to work and all this stuff. So being able to actually sit down and write out a episode is almost nearly impossible. And I only say nearly impossible because a lot of the time I'm a night owl, and I think that's just because I work second shift at work. So by the time I get home around midnight, I'm up till 3 a.m. just having my me time and just decompressing from the day. And so yeah, it's been hectic, to say the least. But I'm just very, very thankful for the people that have stayed to listen to my podcast. You guys have been so patient with me. Thank you so much. One of these days, I cannot promise you anything, and I hate that I have to say that, but I will make Conspiracy Hour a priority soon. I have to write up an episode so that me and Mantis can go live. I already told him that I would either do it in November or October. October is past, obviously. So hopefully somewhere in November we'll be able to push out an episode together, because I miss him. I miss my dude. He's great. Him and Steve from Hold Up TV. I cannot thank them enough for sticking by me, because I mean, if it wasn't for them two, I don't think I would have the confidence to keep going with my podcast, because when I first started out, I tried my best not to look at the stats, look at how many people are listening, how many people are actually paying attention to me. And something that even my husband has said, like, just keep plowing until you see something. And so I kept going, and then I met Mantis, and then I met Steve. Steve invited me on to talk about my channel, and then Mantis had brought me on to talk about conspiracies. And, you know, I love them both. They're my brothers. I love them very much. But, yes, I need to go live with Mantis soon. Very soon. I miss doing conspiracies, but, as of right now, scheduling and all of that, it may be a challenge, but I'm not going to say it's impossible. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I had recorded a previous episode about the Trump assassination attempt, and now that that's old news, I don't know. I'll just kind of give you guys the gist of, like, what I was going to say. Violence is never the option, even though I'm someone that chooses violence with their words. Hilarious. I'm a hypocrite. But, no, as far as, like, someone who chooses violence in order to end the life of somebody, that is the highest form of evil to me. So when I saw that happen, I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. How I cannot imagine how someone would have that much hate for another person in order to end their life. I can't. Maybe it's because I know I'm an empath that I would never do such a thing, but I just refuse to excuse any type of murder, any type of, violence or, torture. If it's inflicting pain or death upon another person, I don't care who they are. I can't deal with it. One fun fact about me, I don't even know if it's a fun fact. I can't deal with movies that have a lot of blood in them when it comes to seeing someone actually suffer in a movie or in a show. I just realized, oh, forget it, Sarah, stop it. I'm veering off the topic, but listen. Violence is not okay, especially when you want to shoot somebody. I can't stand that. I would still be on here even if Kamala Harris was shot at. I would just be like, I don't condone that. I don't condone murder. I don't condone any attempted murder. I can't stand that. So even when people have said, oh, I can't wait for Trump to die and all this stuff, and I'm just like, it makes my heart just clench. I'm just like, why would you wish that upon somebody that is just has a different way of that has a different perspective of how the country's going to be run than you do. I don't understand how that's justified. But I mean, like I said, it's old news, so I gave you the gist of that. I'm very, very happy that he's the president now. One thing that I will say is that, you know, me and my husband will be praying because Inauguration Day is January 6th, and we just need to make sure that this does not happen again. So yes, I do believe that prayer works, and I will be praying for my president, because a man who can take a bullet to the ear and still stand up with his face covered in blood, throwing his fist up and saying, "Fight," I don't understand how you don't love the guy. I don't understand how you don't love a man who is so strong enough to fucking do that and not back down from a fight. When Kamala Harris, all she's ever done was hide behind celebrities that endorse her, that are on the Diddy list. Okay, mind you. One of the main reasons why I believe that the celebrities are endorsing Kamala Harris, or were endorsing her, was because most of them were on the Diddy list. Okay. I have seen a glimpse, I don't know if it's real, it's allegedly the real list. We'll know later on. But Kamala Harris is on the Diddy list. Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, Travis Scott, LeBron James, Usher, Justin Bieber, who else? There was somebody else. That's all I can remember. But that's a handful of the people that were there that have attended the Diddy parties and stuff like that. So, yeah. I'm sure Ellen DeGeneres was there too, somehow. Because I know that she's in deep shit too, because of the things that she's done. But, yeah, so she decided to hide behind the celebrities that are so respected by civilians and people that listen to their music and listen to them and watch them and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I can't. I mean, if you're going to hide behind that much sparkle, there's something wrong with you, really. I would rather... It's like, I don't know, it's like Trump is the ugly truth, and then, of course, Kamala is the beautiful lie. And I'm glad that the ugly truth won. I really am. Another thing that I did want to talk about was the Palestine protests when Netanyahu got into, I think it was New York, because he was going to speak in America and talk about Israel and that conflict and everything. Tell me why. I don't understand this. This is why I think that Gen Z has, drank too much fluoride from the tap water, okay? How the hell do you terrorize this man with maggots, worms, and cockroaches, flinging it into the lobby because you didn't know his hotel room number? Which I find that hilarious and kind of just... I'm just stunned also. Because who in their right mind digs a hole, collects worms, except for fishing, okay, but collects worms thinking this would be so great to throw at Netanyahu? Or, I don't know, since Gen Zers don't really have much of a job, I can only suggest that they found maggots by just letting meat rot out in the sun having the flies lay their eggs, and then they just collect it. Can you just imagine that? Like, apparently you can buy live maggots on Amazon for $24.99. So you either spent $24.99 worth of maggots to throw at Netanyahu, or you did the other thing and you just waited. This was calculated shit. This was calculated. How the hell did you get enough maggots just to throw in the lobby? Here, rude awakening for Netanyahu. Haha, it's not even his hotel room or even his hallway. I don't want to be the hotel staff that has to clean that up. I would have beat the shit out of somebody. Because maggots are very hard to clean up. You guys know that, right? They would have to shut down the whole hotel to fumigate because you basically infested the hotel. That costs a lot of money. And y'all don't even know the value of money or the value of where your politics lies, because, I mean, most of you guys I know are part of the LGBTQ and are standing up for Palestine, but Palestine doesn't legalize gay marriage. Jerusalem, or not Jerusalem, but Israel has. Okay? So, make that make sense. You're backing the wrong horse. Some fun stories about, my town. I actually wanted to talk to you guys about this in my previous episode, but then again, part of it just kind of went, and yeah, so I'm basically recapping everything, because I was really proud of that episode, so, and I'm mad that I can't even put it out, because I went all out. I went all out, guys, and it pisses me off that I couldn't do it. I couldn't put it out to you guys, but anyway, so, y'all know the company VEO, right? VEO. It's a rental scooter, rental bike company, and it's here in my city, Toledo, and there's like a parking space where all of them are lined up right outside my apartment complex. It's great. It's easily accessible. I use it all the time to go back and forth because my work is not that far from where I live. And so I end up seeing a post on Facebook, and it might not even been from Toledo, but I thought it was really funny. It was a meme, and someone had taken a picture of a VEO bike with no tires on it, and I was just like, yeah, Toledo did that. They were proud of that too. They were proud of that because, like, you can't tell me that they weren't. People are greedy here. You guys know that? Like, people in Toledo are greedy as hell. Because yesterday, I couldn't find a bike anywhere. I couldn't find, like, a scooter bike anywhere. And I was like, wait, there's some right across the street from my work. Oh, it's deep in a neighborhood. And I ain't doing that. I'm not getting jumped. I'm not doing that. Nope. So I ended up getting an Uber home. But it's just funny because there were two of them just parked right outside their house, and I'm just like, some people just end up like sticking them in their backyards. That way nobody can get them, so that they can have them like, so that they can go back and forth. And I'm just like, it has to be easily acceptable, or accessible, you know? You have to put it on the main street. You gotta go by the rules, y'all. But that's okay, I get petty too sometimes. I get petty too. But as far as this, like, bike being gutted of its tires, I don't know how the hell they got away with that. Because there's alarms on these bikes. So even if you move them or bump them, there's going to be an alarm that goes out, especially if you don't pay for the ride. So either you were still on the ride and paying for it when you took it off, or you were just letting the alarm go off while you ended up doing this. What are you going to use the tires for? They're specifically made for a VO bike. So what the hell were you doing? Oh my goodness. I want another one. I know I had made a video about this on YouTube, but if you all did not, you guys don't like seeing my face and hearing me talk. I don't like it either. But there was an alligator found in Lake Erie, or a crocodile, one of those, chompy reptiles or amphibians, whatever the fuck. Tell me how that got in there. Ohio is landlocked mostly, except for the Maumee River and the Lake Erie. Tell me how the fuck you find an alligator or a crocodile in Lake Erie. That is not native to our land, okay? Yes, we used to be a big ass swamp, but we have never once had an alligator, as far as I know, in the past. It's too cold here most of the time for an alligator to be here. So either you got it from Florida and brought it here as an exotic pet and it got too big for you and you're like, go free Willy. Toledo's interesting. Toledo is off the hook. I guess another news that kind of stands out, and one of the things that sometimes I do with my followers on Instagram, I'm pretty sure they're done with me because I'm so awkward when I talk with video. It's like, what, Sarah, what the hell are you talking about? There was an incident. Now, if you guys watch, I don't even like saying it because I know. Listen, if I start talking about this, I hope John Glover's not going to be pissed off at me, but listen. The man posted something very naughty, let's just say that. If you guys watch Smallville, he's Lionel Luthor, okay? And I told my followers on Instagram, like, guys, if you're a fan of John Glover, don't look. Please don't look. And that's all I said. And I'm still trying to vaguely explain without offending the guy because, he knows my presence now because of, I don't know, man. Like, once he starts liking your comments that you post on his photos, I just know he's looking at me a little bit at least. So I don't want to be like, oh shit, so this is what happened. Listen, I don't know if he was mentally unwell or what, but that was interesting. I woke up and I saw that. I woke up and I saw that and I was like, John? What the fuck? What the hell? And it was on for about maybe 20, 30 minutes. And so I was like, I posted on my story, I was telling my followers, just like, don't look. And I'm sure my followers were like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who's John Glover? I'm a 90s baby. Well, I grew up in the 2000s, and I think Smallville started in the 2000s. But not only that, I'm in love with Michael Rosenbaum, okay, Lex Luthor, and I don't want to offend him because, John Glover's like a father to him. But anyway, and one day I want to make him banana bread, man. I fangirl too much. I need to do this professionally. Anyway, so I had posted, like, hey, don't look. And I was trying so hard not to, say it, but also say it without saying it. You know what I mean? It was such an awkward position I was in. I was like, just don't look at his new post. Please don't. And then I was like, y'all gonna look anyways. You're gonna look up John Glover and you're gonna see it. But I also said, like, hey, you know what? We're gonna give John Glover some grace. We're gonna give him some time to take it off, and he did. He took it off. It didn't exist in Instagram for too long, but the comments on that picture were insane, and I could not stop laughing because one of y'all dumbasses tagged Michael Rosenbaum in the comments of this picture. I cannot stand you guys. I cannot stand you guys. What the hell? You know, me and my husband want to go on a cruise one day, and the Smallville cast is going to be on a cruise ship, okay? And I was thrilled. I was like, babe, you said you wanted to go on a cruise. Let's go to the Smallville cruise, okay? It's called Cruiseville. Let's go. Because my Mikey's gonna be there, man. Oh my god. But why don't you post the prices, yo? I need to know the price, okay? I'm a girl on a budget, okay? I need to know these things. But I even told Terrence, I was like, you know I'm gonna find his cabin. You know that, right? You know I'm gonna find Michael Rosenbaum's cabin, and I'm gonna make him sit down and watch me make him banana bread. If y'all don't know, anytime that man is live, I always bribe him with banana bread to come to Toledo so I can take a picture with him. And one day it's just going to become a meme. I speak it into life, and one day it's going to happen, okay? Even if I have to make it happen and I scare him to death. I hope I don't. You know how I am nuts. Nah, in all honesty, I probably wouldn't do that. Even if I was on the cruise, I'd probably just stand there like a fangirl and be like, can you sign my artwork that I drew of you? And here's the original if you want to keep it, you know? And then I'd probably also have a late reaction and be like, hey, I have my own podcast. Do you want to be a... No, I don't want to be a guest. That's probably what he's going to say. I don't know. He's also got this book called The Talented Farter. It's a children's book, and apparently, bro, okay, I know my listeners and my followers think that I'm weird because of how my speaking posture, of course, needs to, like, improve, and I know I'm awkward when I speak sometimes, but bro, you know I'm weird when I'm a fangirl and all this other shit. He says that all of the farts, because it's like a sound, it's like a children's book, but you press the button and the farts come out, right? He says that they're all self-recorded. I can't. I'm trying hard not to, like, laugh too hard in the mic because I don't want to blow your eardrums. Bro literally put a tape recorder to his ass cheeks and just blew right into the microphone and was like, that's comedy gold. That's gold. Kids will love this. You can't make this stuff up, and the guy makes money off it. The dumb shit that he does. It's amazing. He is great, though. I can talk so much about Michael Rosenbaum and how silly he is. That's probably one of the reasons why I love him to death. But, yeah. Damn. I want to meet that man so bad. I do. Just be like, listen, sign my artwork and have a loaf of banana bread. I love you. You know. That's all love. That's love. Even though I'm a little nuts sometimes. But I think that's the recap for everything in my life in the past episodes that I've been trying to push out. thank you so much for listening to me rant and act like a fangirl, be awkward, and just be myself. Thank you so much. I will see you in the trenches next time. Mwah!